The snowy owl is a majestic marvel of evolution, with its piercing yellow eyes and feathers as white as the Arctic snows it calls home, embodying the perfect blend of beauty and resilience in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Its adaptability to the unforgiving tundra landscape has significant implications for our understanding of how species thrive in extreme conditions, shedding light on the intricate balance of ecosystems worldwide. As we step into the frozen wilderness, the soft hooting of a snowy owl echoes through the icy air, beckoning us to follow its silent wings into a world of wonder and discovery. Belonging to the family Strigidae, the snowy owl is a member of the true owl genus, with its scientific name, Scandiacus, reflecting its Scandinavian discovery. Its habitat spans across the Arctic tundra, where it is adapted to hunt and survive amidst the vast expanses of snow and ice. My expeditions in the field have taken me to the frozen landscapes of Alaska and Canada, where I've had the privilege of observing these magnificent birds up close. One particular encounter that stands out was during a winter expedition when our team tracked a snowy owl to its hunting grounds, watching as it swooped down upon a lemming, its wings beating silently in the crisp air. This predator-prey dynamic is crucial to understanding the ecological balance of the Arctic ecosystem, where the snowy owl plays a key role as an apex predator. The evolutionary history of the snowy owl is also fascinating, with fossil records indicating that it has remained largely unchanged for millions of years. Its unique characteristics, such as its white plumage and feathered feet, have allowed it to thrive in one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth. Key researchers, like ornithologist Harry Armstrong, have contributed significantly to our understanding of the snowy owl's behavior and habitat requirements. One significant research finding that has shed light on the snowy owl's ecological relationships is the study of its symbiotic relationship with the Arctic fox. Observations have shown that these two species often form a mutualistic bond, with the owl providing the fox with food scraps in exchange for protection from other predators. This unique partnership highlights the complex and interconnected nature of Arctic ecosystems. Climate change, habitat fragmentation, and human activities such as mining and drilling have all taken a toll on its population. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, has listed the snowy owl as vulnerable, highlighting the need for conservation efforts to protect this iconic species. Despite these challenges, there is still much to be discovered about the snowy owl. Ongoing research focuses on understanding its migration patterns, breeding habits, and adaptability to changing environmental conditions. For instance, scientists are currently studying the impact of climate change on the owl's primary food source, the lemming, and how this may affect its population dynamics. One fascinating aspect is its feathered feet, which act as snowshoes, allowing the owl to move silently and effortlessly across the snowy terrain. This remarkable adaptation is crucial for hunting, as it enables the owl to sneak up on its prey undetected. My encounters with snowy owls in the field have shown me just how effective this adaptation can be, as I've watched them glide across the snow with barely a whisper of sound. The snowy owl's white plumage is another remarkable example of evolutionary ingenuity. Not only does it provide camouflage in the snowy landscape, but it also helps to reflect sunlight and keep the owl cool in the harsh Arctic sun. This adaptation is particularly important during the summer months, when the sun can be intense even at high latitudes. I recall one expedition where we observed a snowy owl perched on a rocky outcropping, its feathers glistening in the sunlight as it surveyed its surroundings with an air of quiet confidence. In terms of its ecological relationships, the snowy owl plays a vital role as both predator and scavenger. Its diet consists mainly of lemmings, voles, and other small mammals, which it hunts using its acute hearing and exceptional night vision. However, it will also scavenge for carrion when opportunity arises, making it an important component of the Arctic food web. Researchers have observed that snowy owls will often follow Arctic foxes, feeding on the scraps left behind by these cunning hunters. This symbiotic relationship highlights the complex interplay between species in the Arctic ecosystem. The conservation status of the snowy owl is a pressing concern, as its population faces numerous threats from climate change, habitat fragmentation, and human activities, such as mining and drilling. The IUCN's listing of the snowy owl as vulnerable serves as a stark reminder of the need for concerted conservation efforts to protect this iconic species. Ongoing research focuses on understanding the impact of climate change on the owl's primary food source, the lemming, and how this may affect its population dynamics. For instance, scientists are currently studying the effects of changing snow cover patterns on the availability of lemmings, and how this may influence the snowy owl's migration patterns and breeding habits. As we explore the intricacies of the snowy owl's ecological relationships, it becomes evident that its role as a predator is intricately linked with the dynamics of its prey species. Lemming, a small mammal that thrives in the Arctic tundra, is a primary food source for the snowy owl. However, the population cycles of lemmings are influenced by a variety of factors, including climate change, vegetation patterns, and predator-prey interactions. My encounters with snowy owls in the field have shown me how these birds adapt their hunting strategies to the availability of lemmings, often shifting their focus to other prey species when lemming populations are scarce. One fascinating aspect of the snowy owl's behavior is its ability to cache or store food for later use. This adaptation allows the owl to survive during periods of scarcity when prey is difficult to find. I recall observing a snowy owl in Alaska, where it had cached a lemming under a layer of snow and feathers, creating a makeshift larder that would sustain it through the harsh winter months. This behavior highlights the owl's resourcefulness and ability to thrive in one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth. The snowy owl's habitat requirements are also closely tied to its ecological relationships. The owl's dependence on lemmings, for example, means that it requires large areas of suitable habitat to hunt and breed. However, human activities such as mining, drilling, and infrastructure development have led to habitat fragmentation, isolating snowy owl populations and reducing their access to prey. Researchers have found that snowy owls are more likely to thrive in areas with minimal human disturbance, where they can maintain their natural behavior and ecological relationships. In terms of conservation efforts, it is essential to consider the snowy owl's ecological relationships and habitat requirements. Protecting large areas of Arctic tundra, for example, would not only benefit the snowy owl, but also other species that depend on this ecosystem. Additionally, reducing human disturbance and mitigating the effects of climate change could help to maintain the delicate balance of the Arctic food web, ensuring the long-term survival of the snowy owl. The owl's interactions with other predators, such as the Arctic fox and the polar bear, are just one aspect of this intricate dance. By studying these relationships, we gain a deeper understanding of the Arctic ecosystem and the challenges faced by the snowy owl in its quest for survival. One of the most significant research findings in recent years has been the discovery of the snowy owl's unique genetic adaptation to the Arctic environment. Studies have shown that the owl's genome contains a specific variant of the gene that codes for the production of melanin, which helps to regulate its pigmentation and camouflage in the snowy landscape. This finding has significant implications for our understanding of how species adapt to extreme environments and highlights the importance of continued research into the snowy owl's biology and ecology. Its adaptations, behaviors, and ecological relationships weave a complex tapestry that underscores the interconnectedness of life on Earth. The snowy owl's story teaches us about resilience, adaptability, and the delicate balance of ecosystems, inviting us to reflect on our place within the grand narrative of nature. As we gaze out into the Arctic expanse, imagining the snowy owl's piercing yellow eyes scanning the horizon, we're left with a haunting question. What other secrets lie hidden in the frozen wilderness, waiting to be unearthed by curious minds and intrepid spirits? The snowy owl's enigmatic presence beckons us to continue exploring, to venture deeper into the mysteries of the natural world, and to emerge with a profound sense of wonder and awe. That's all for today's Nature with Aristotle. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, may your curiosity about the natural world continue to flourish.